In this question, I'm asked to write 315 as a product of its prime factors in index form. Now, first of all, I'd like you to recall what the prime numbers are. Prime numbers are numbers that can only have two factors, 1 and itself. So 1 is not a prime number because it only has one factor, which is 1. But 2 is because only 2 and 1 go into 2. 3 is because only 1 and 3 go into 3. 4 is not because 2 goes into it. In fact, all even numbers have 2 go into it, so I'm not going to write down anything that's in the 2 times table again. 5 is, 7 is, 9 is not because 3 times 3 makes 9. 11 is, 13 is. 15 is not because it ends in 5, so it's in the 5 times table. 17 is, 19 is. 21, no, 3 times 7. 23 is, 25, no, it's in the 5 times table. 27 is in the 9 times table. And then finally 29. Now that's my first 10. You will probably be fine up until that point there. Okay, if you know up to 13, you should be okay for what we're going to do now. Now, to do a product of prime factors, we tend to do that using something called a factor tree. So I'm looking for two numbers that times together to make 315. There's a small problem there. I've got no idea what times by what to make 315. But because it ends in 5, I know 5 goes in. So I'm going to start by just drawing the bus stop there with 5 outside. And I'm going to work out how many 5s go into 3, which is none. And then I'm going to work out how many 5s go into 31, which is 6. 5 times 6 gives me 30, but I'm supposed to have 31, so I have a remainder of 1. So then 5 into 15 now would be 63. So 5 times by 63 gives me 315. So I write down 5 and 63. Now 63 is not a prime number. It is actually 7 multiplied by 9. So I'm going to write down 7 times by 9. 7 is a prime number. 9 is not. 9 is 3 times by 3. And then once I've circled all my numbers, that's all my prime factors. So to write them as a product, I'm going to say 315 equals 3 times 3 times 5 times 7. I've gone from the lowest number I have up to the highest. And then to write it in index form, I'm going to write it as 3 squared times 5 times 7. To do the highest common factor of 315 and 42, I need to do a factor tree for 42. So a pair of numbers that times together to give 42 is 2 and 21. 2 is prime, 21 is not, it's 3 times by 7. Now to work out the highest common factor of 42 and 315, I'm going to draw a Venn diagram. So I draw my two circles overlapping, and I'm going to call this side 315 and this side 42. Now 42 was 2 times 3 times 7. So what I'm doing now is comparing my two lists, the one not with index form, the one just above, and I'm looking to see if there are any numbers that are in both lists. So 3 is in both lists. So we cross out both 3's and write them once in the middle. 7 is in both, so we cross them both out and write 7 in the middle. The numbers that are left for 42 is just a 2. The numbers that are left for 315 is 3 and 5. So I can cross them all out now. Now to work out the highest common factor, you multiply the two numbers in the middle. So 3 times by 7 will give me a highest common factor of 21.